You want to hear a wild theory on how the Sumerian King List and Genesis might connect? Hey everyone, I'm Josiah and I study comparative mythology. So for those of you that know your Mesopotamian mythology, it's not going to be a surprise that there's a Noah figure in Sumerian and Akkadian myths. He goes by different names in different stories, but the reason for this is ultimately to focus in on the specific traits that are relevant to that story. But the three names are Ziusudra, Utnapishtim, and Atrahasis, but all the same person. For the purposes of this video, I'll be referring to him as Ziusudra or Noah. Now, as we discussed in a previous video, Ziusudra's father is a man named Suruppak, and his grandfather is named Ubara-Tutu. Now, we don't have a ton of information on Suruppak, at least from the myths that I've read, and he even gets kind of glossed over as not even being Ziusudra's father in later stories. But I think the Bible has some light to shed onto why. So if we hop over to Genesis 5, Noah's father is named Lamech, and his grandfather is Methuselah. Now, Methuselah is the oldest living person we have documentation of in the Bible, and he actually outlives his son Lamech by, depending on whether you go by the Masoretic or Septuagint, by a decent amount of years. Specifically 5 from the Masoretic text and 50 from the Septuagint. So the Sumerian King List identifies Ubara-Tutu as the last king before the flood washes over the earth. But what's even more interesting is that the Masoretic text identifies Methuselah, who would be likely Ubara-Tutu here, as dying right before the flood happens. So my theory here is this, is that Methuselah is Ubara-Tutu, the last king of the city of Suruppak. Lamech, who is the man Suruppak, passes away before Methuselah does, so he doesn't get any mention as being a significant king on the Sumerian King List. And then we have Noah or Ziusudra boarding the ark afterwards. What do y'all think? Does this theory make sense? Drop a comment below. I want to hear from you. And if you want to see more deep dives in comparative mythology like this, be sure to like and subscribe, and you might want to check out the podcast as well. Links in the bio.